Hi, welcome back to My Breakthrough, where we interview all the industry leaders to get an insider view of the industry. So today we have a very special person with us, where he is the Groupon's Regional Operation Director for Asia Pacific. So let's welcome Mr. Chen Chow. Hi,
you.
Mr. Chen Chow.
Yay,
clap, 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 clap.
How are you today?
Good. How about
So I'm good. Tell me a little bit things about you first of all.
you? Okay, I'm Chen Chow. I think most people call me CC, and I think for me, I'm passionate on a lot of youth empowerment stuff. So other than my work on the e-commerce industries, I think what I enjoy doing is meeting a lot of young people like you guys, and really people that will really stretch beyond what they know and really try to do a lot of good for the society.
That's good. So by the way, let me ask you a few things. What resources did you find useful in searching of motivations and also aspirations in your life then?
Yeah, I think today we'll look at it, one is offline and one is online. I think today with technology, I think online where more today, the last time we found someone that's not on a smartphone or not on Facebook is quite tough already. So I think what today is, I think online, anything that we want to find out is there. Today you want to find any person, as long as they're alive in the last 50 years, you can find a video about them. And any personalities, we can always see it. And I think a lot of times is to watch it and then to see inspire. I think today with the video that helps a lot. I think another one is in real life, like when we meet different people, and I think a lot of time the one that really inspire motivate us are a lot of people in the street. Like a lot of time when I travel to different countries, what I like to do is actually go to some part of the cities and just sit down or stand around and start watching people. I think those are a lot of inspiration. I can see how people are doing things that different, unique, and a lot of times a lot of motivation there.
Good. So based on all this experience you have went through, what drives you to do better?
I think a lot of time is that none of us is perfect, and I think there's always things that we good at and there's things that we enjoy doing. And I think a lot of time is drivers is, I think a lot of times we'll be doing things that I think one of the concepts that I actually was still to quote was from Cheryl. She is currently CEO of Magic in Malaysia, Malaysia Global Innovation and Creativity Center. So what she talk about is like a lot of times people enjoy doing things that they're actually good at. And I think a lot of times, let's say when I meet students a lot of times, so what I would say is like, how do we find things that we really enjoy doing and we can really perform? And a lot of time maybe people are used to, like, say, I want to improve on my weaknesses. But I would actually say that what we should do is not to improve our weaknesses. What we should do is make what our strength is, make it world class, make it world best.
Okay.
And I think that's what motivates.
Makes us strength, they need to work the best. Okay,
Yeah.
so 10, 15 years past of your life, have you ever imagined that you were in this sector or you were in this job itself?
No, definitely not. Like, maybe in those days, not everyone can fly.
True.
So my first flight was actually 13 years ago. So I took my first flight when I was 20 years old.
Oh, good.
I don't speak much English, basically it's broken English. So I think today, flashing back, I think that I would never imagine this. And actually, in my this job or even my previous job, I actually didn't apply for a job. So for this job, the way I got it is like Joel, who founded Group Small, or that eventually got acquired by Groupon. He Facebook messaged me, let's meet up for supper, and that's how I got this job. Prior to that, I went to eat dinner, and I met one of the co-founders of JobStreet, and that's how I got a job. So technically, opportunity can come anywhere. So do I imagine this? No. But I think a lot of time is anywhere we are at, whatever we are doing, is always make sure that we give our 110% and really focus on our strength and make it better and deliver value. And I think that's the most important thing.
Okay, deliver value. What kind of value you?
I think a lot of it is understanding what's the needs of whether a business, whether it's an organization, whether it's a person. I think in a lot of times is, for what we are doing is, are we going to make a difference for them? So let's say in my work at Groupon, like, are we going to bring excitement to people's life? Are we going to allow people to afford things that they can't afford before that? Are we going to get them discover something? Let's say today, we sell hundreds of thousands of meals every month or something. Like, there are hundreds of thousands of people, because people generally don't eat alone. So we're actually creating hundreds of thousands of memories of people eating together.
Okay.
And that a lot of time transformed into many, many different things that you hear stories of people.
So that's how the value that you cherish the most actually. So what are the challenges that you faced?
I think in terms of challenges, I think a lot of it is, especially when we are in this business, we are creating an industry rather than that has been defaulted it to. So what is a lot of industries like? How do you stretch the boundaries? And I think a lot of time is where. So like example, like today we look at in this region. So like this morning in Singapore, for the first time we worked with Robinsons. Robinsons came on Groupon in Singapore, and it just go crazy. Like tens of thousands of people bought it. We have never thought it. Like in Hong Kong, we saw Lamborghini. And a lot of times, like Carrefour worked with us in Taiwan yesterday. So a lot of different places where we started seeing things that is never. And I think the difficulty part is like, how do you imagine? So today, these kind of companies walk in when 1 year ago they would never imagine with us. What would that happen in the future? So I think a lot of it's visioning and make it happen. And how do we reach to that stage? I think that would be the challenges, and also what it also means is opportunity if we can get it right.
Beyond the future as well.
Yeah.
So Mr. Chen Chow, how do you describe yourself in one word? And what would it be?
I think passion.
Passion. Good. Why does it have to be passion?
I think that for me it's longer doing things that we enjoy. I think one of the things that very important to me is also is like we want to wake up and say thank God it's Monday. We want to enjoy waking up and doing the things. If we enjoy doing the things, then we don't suffer from it. And I think that's one thing. And I think the other one is when even whichever hours that, like, I mean, one of the things that is because of my work, nature of work, a lot of early morning calls, late night calls, everything. So we need to enjoy what we're doing and always seeing. I think one part we just want to talk about is on the business side, but I think the other part is seeing the people growing. And we have seen people who were here that right now went on and become, like, started their own business, etc. Let's say like Ruhan, who were from here, who joined as an almost fresh with 1-2 years working experience. She started leading head operations in Groupon Malaysia, and now she's the CEO of HealthWorks. And we have many other people that have seen how they have grown. And I think a lot of time that is the inspiration that we gain.
So like the one thing that catches me the most is waking up and saying thank you because it's Monday.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
Fine. So one final question. For in your perspective, in your own opinion, how do you give an advice, and what will you advise the young generation nowadays?
I think the advice to young generations will be that never take a job or anything doing because today that will make you another 50 ringgit. What you should do is think of it as a long term. Whatever we're doing is, are we learning something? Are we contributing something? Are we enjoying doing what we're doing? And if the answer is yes for 2 or 3 or all 3 of 3, then do it. And I think as you scale on it, if you continue learning, you will grow. If you're contributing, you will grow. And if you're enjoying it, you will live happier doing it. And I think you would make it. If you hate what you're doing, if you don't learn anything and you're not contributing anything, it will never work. And I think to me that will be the thing that will hold.
That holds you.
Yeah.
That's a very good thing. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Chen Chow.
Thanks.
So for now, I'm Dashni signing off from My Breakthrough. See you guys.